Hello, I am Dr. Vikas Gore, gynecologist, gynec laparoscopic surgeon, and fertility specialist, Nasik. Today, I'll be talking with you on a very common problem of the females, that is ovarian cyst. So, what is ovarian cyst? Before that, I would like to show you the female reproductive organs. Here is the uterus, which is located in the pelvis, and these are the two fallopian tubes, and these are the two ovaries. And in this, when there is occurrence of sac, which is filled with some kind of fluid, which is called as ovarian cyst. These ovarian cysts can be divided into the two categories, and those categories can be like this. First is functional cyst, or cyst which occurs due to the function of these two ovaries, or it can be called as physiological cyst, which occurs due to the physiology of ovary. Then the second cyst is pathological cyst, which occurs due to the disease in the ovary. So when we want to know about a functional cyst, we should also know something about the ovulation. In the female reproductive tract, this is the uterus, these are two fallopian tubes, and these are two ovaries. When the female menstrual cycle is of 30 days, approximately on the 14th day, there is occurrence of ovulation, and at the time of ovulation, the size of follicle is around 20 millimeter. When there is no ovulation and this follicle keep on growing 30 millimeter, 40 millimeter or 50 millimeter, this cyst is called as follicular cyst. And again, when there is a ovulation, occurrence of ovulation, and when there is a pregnancy due to that ovulation, then to support that pregnancy, this follicular cyst or this follicle goes into the corpus luteum, and sometimes this corpus luteum also grows like a cyst and forms a corpus luteal cyst. So these are the two physiological cysts. At the same time, when there is imbalance between FSH and LH, in some females the ovulation doesn't occur and there are multiple follicles gets accumulated into the ovaries, that is called as polycystic ovarian disease or PCOD. Pathological cysts are the cysts which occur due to some disease in the ovarian tissue. It can be divided into two categories. One is benign ovarian cyst and another is malignant or cancerous ovarian cyst. Benign means the cyst which doesn't contain any cancerous tissue. In the benign cyst, we have endometrioma. What is endometrioma? Or it can be called as chocolate cyst. So what is chocolate cyst? Here there is an endometrium lining inside the uterus which gets shed at the time of menses, and there is occurrence of menstrual blood. When this endometrium lining goes somewhere else and start functioning as its endometrial function, then there is a collection of menstrual blood that is called as endometriosis. And when this endometriosis occurs into the ovary, it forms a cyst and which contains a chocolate-like material. That's why it is called as chocolate cyst. Then the second benign commonest cyst is the dermoid cyst, which occurs generally in the younger females. The dermoid cyst occurs because of germ cell or the embryonic cell which are there in the ovarian tissue, and in the dermoid there is a sebum like thick material. Then there are hairs, bunch of hairs, teeth, bone, and any kind of tissue which might be there in the dermoids. Then the third benign cyst is the cyst which occur from the surface of ovary, that is called as cystadenomas. When the cystadenoma contain a clear fluid, it is called as serous cystadenoma. When it contains the mucus, then it is called as mucous cystadenoma. When these kind of cyst turns into the malignancy, as it occurs in some elder females, then it is called as cancerous cyst. then it can be named like a cystadenocarcinoma or mucous adenocarcinoma or malignant teratoma. So these are also cancerous cysts. Then there is something called as a complex cyst. What is complex cyst? Complex cyst is the cyst which are more than 10 centimeter. Their outer margins are irregular. Then they have got the septa or the compartment inside the ovarian cyst, or they have got the solid tissues inside, and the fluid which is there into the cyst, it has got a thick appearance, or which is a heterogeneous appearance. So these are called as complex cysts. And when the cysts are complex, there is a suspicion of cancer. So when there is a complex cyst, we have to work for the patient by other modalities of investigation, so as to make the difference whether it is benign or malignant. Generally, how the patient of the ovarian cyst present to us, that means which are the signs and symptoms of the ovarian cyst which occurs into the patient. It depends on the size of the ovarian cyst and which type of ovarian cyst it is. Generally, the small size cyst doesn't have any symptoms, and they come to us for some other checkup, and during the sonography examination we find a cyst. These are generally a physiological cyst or follicular cyst. Then if the patient is of endometriotic cyst, then the symptoms are due to the endometriotic cyst, and those are usually there is a pain in menstruation, that is called as dysmenorrhea. Then there is a pain during the sexual activity, that is called as dyspareunia. And then this patient of endometriosis may have a severe lower abdominal pain or backache. And this endometriotic patient also present with the infertility, that means inability to conceive. Then some of the cysts, which when they become big, then they may feel heaviness in the abdomen, and when this heavy cyst press onto the urinary bladder, patient feel like going for the urination very frequently. Generally, the symptoms of the ovarian cyst occur more severe when there are complications. So which are those complications? One is when the cyst becomes very big or tense, then patient feels pain in abdomen. At the same time, when the ovarian cyst get into the torsion, then patient feels excruciating pain because there is a stoppage of blood to the ovarian cyst. When the cyst get ruptured, there may be the occurrence of bleeding, so the patient is having a severe pain. At the same time, patient may have vomiting and fever. Some ovarian cysts which are of the malignant category, then those patients may have a loss of appetite or loss of weight. So this is how generally the ovarian cyst patient present to us. Test required for the ovary cyst are the first is doctor's physical examination, which doctors do on the patient, that is abdominal examination or the pelvic examination. In that we come to know the size of the ovarian cyst. After that we do the sonography of patient, which can be done from the abdomen or from the tummy, or it can be done internally through the transvaginal method. In that we come to know the size, shape and the other parameters inside the cyst, also the texture of the consistency of the fluid inside, and when we do the Doppler study, we come to know the blood supply to that cyst, which makes us to differentiate between benign and the malignant ovarian cyst. When the sonographic features are there for the benign or the malignant, we have to take the help of MRI or CT scan to confirm this diagnosis. At the same time, we have to do some blood examination. In that, cancer antigen, that is CA125, which is the most important antigen, if it is raised along with other tumor markers, then it can be called as ovarian cancer. So these are the few tests we do for the patient, and after that we come to the conclusion that the cyst is benign or cancerous. So it gives us way for the further management. Coming to the treatment of the ovarian cyst, the ovarian cyst treatment mainly depends on the size, nature, and the type of the symptoms with which the patient present to us. When the size is of less than 5 centimeter and it is a functional cyst, generally we don't require to give any treatment besides observation for 2 menstrual cycles. Generally, in a 2 menstrual cycle, this functional cysts subsides by their own. When these cysts become big or they go into the torsion or the pain, then we have to give some urgent treatment. At the same time, if the cyst is of endometriosis and which is hampering her fertility, then we have to intervene and remove this endometriotic cyst. At the same time, when we feel that cyst is complex and we have a suspicion of cancer in it, then we have to take a switch over to the early treatment. As per as treatment is concerned, then treatment is obviously a surgery. Surgeries can be divided by, or the ovarian cyst surgeries can be divided by, one is by laparoscopy, another is by laparotomy. Laparoscopy is with the endoscopic method and laparotomy is by open surgery with a big cut on the abdomen. When we do the surgeries with laparoscopy, that cyst, we have to confirm that cyst is benign or non-cancerous, and such kind of cyst can be easily removed with the laparoscopy and patient goes comfortably on second day. When we have got a suspicion of cancer or all tumor markers are raised, sonographic picture is of suggestive of cancer, then we have to do the open surgery after counseling with the patient properly, and we have to do the all operation with the all modalities and methods of cancer surgery, and further we may have to give chemotherapy to the patient. So this is how we talked with you about the ovary cyst, its treatment. Thank you very much for seeing our video. We will see in further video with some other problem of the women's. Till that time, thank you very much.